Welcome back to Bike Beat, where power, precision, and passion meet. Today, we're diving into a machine that brings cruiser charm to the quarter-liter segment, the all-new 2025 Yamaha Bolt 250. It's compact, muscular, and built to bridge the gap between beginner-friendly ease and classic cruiser soul. The Bolt 250 might wear a familiar badge, but Yamaha's gone back to the drawing board to rethink what a lightweight cruiser should offer. At first glance, it's unmistakably a Bolt. The low-slung, bobber-inspired silhouette, teardrop tank, and minimalist fenders are all there. But this time, it's scaled down, refined, and sharpened for a new generation of riders who want style without sacrificing agility. Let's start with what's under the tank. The 2025 Bolt 250 is powered by a 249 cubic centimeters, single-cylinder, fuel-injected engine, tuned for a healthy balance between torque and smooth delivery. It makes around 20 horsepower and 20 Nm of torque, numbers that won't break any speed records, but are more than enough for spirited city riding and confident weekend cruising. Power is delivered through a 5-speed gearbox that's light, slick, and beginner-friendly, while still offering enough grunt to make backroad cruising enjoyable. The engine's character is mellow and torquey down low, giving you that classic cruiser thump without overwhelming newer riders. And yes, it sounds good too. The stock exhaust delivers a deep, burbly note that's surprisingly rich for a 250. Yamaha's really nailed the tuning on this one. It sounds and feels bigger than it is. In terms of ergonomics, the Bolt 250 follows the relaxed cruiser formula to a T. The seat height sits at a welcoming 690 mm, making it accessible for shorter riders. The mid-mounted foot controls and wide handlebars offer a neutral, arms-out riding posture. It's a bike you sit in, not on. The single-piece saddle is generously padded and works well for daily rides or weekend trips. Pillions might wish for a bit more support, though, so if you ride two up often, consider an aftermarket seat upgrade. Now, let's talk design. The 2025 Bolt 250 is a stunner. Available in 3 color options, midnight black, matte copper, and storm silver, each paint scheme is complemented by blacked-out hardware, subtle branding, and a vintage-style round LED headlamp. The tank features subtle brushed aluminum accents, giving it that custom-built appeal. From the machined alloy wheels to the matte finish engine casing, Yamaha's clearly put a lot of attention into the details. It feels more premium than the spec sheet might suggest. The instrument cluster is a single, circular LCD unit, clean and legible, offering your speed, revs, gear position, fuel level, and trip meters. It's compact, yet surprisingly comprehensive for a 250-class cruiser. Let's move to suspension and handling. The Bolt 250 runs a telescopic front fork and twin rear shocks. The setup is on the firmer side, tuned to maintain control rather than pure plushness, which works well in urban settings and on smooth highways. The chassis is surprisingly nimble for a cruiser. With a curb weight of around 160 kilograms, it's light enough to flick through traffic and stable enough to hold its line through sweeping curves. Ground clearance is adequate at 135 mm, and while you might scrape the pegs on spirited rides, it's part of the fun in cruiser territory. Braking is handled by a single 282 mm disc up front and a 220 mm disc at the rear. ABS is standard, and while the feel at the lever isn't razor-sharp, the braking performance is solid, confidence-inspiring, and progressive. Perfect for the kind of rider this bike is aimed at. Fuel economy? Yamaha claims around 35 to 40 km per liter, depending on how heavy your wrist is, giving the 13-liter tank a potential range of over 450 km. That makes it a very practical option for daily commuting or even light touring. So who is the Yamaha Bolt 250 for? In short, it's for the rider who wants the look and vibe of a cruiser without the weight, cost, or intimidation factor of a big twin. It's a great option for beginners who want to start their motorcycling journey with style, and also for experienced riders looking for a lightweight second bike that's easy to ride and cheap to run. And now, the question you've all been waiting for: how much? The 2025 Yamaha Bolt 250 is priced at approximately $4,299, positioning it slightly above the average commuter but well within reach for most new riders. Considering the build quality, features, and street presence, that's a compelling value proposition. Unique selling points? Let's recap. It's got the cruiser aesthetic dialed in, a refined and beginner-friendly engine, great fuel efficiency, quality finishes, and the Yamaha reliability badge, all in a package that doesn't overwhelm. There aren't many true cruisers in the 250 cubic centimeters class, and the Bolt 250 fills that niche with confidence. So, is the 2025 Yamaha Bolt 250 the perfect entry-level cruiser? Maybe not perfect, but it's damn close. It's cool, capable, and characterful in all the right ways. Thanks for watching this Bike Beat review. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the ride, subscribe for more two-wheeled content, and drop a comment below. Would you ride the Bolt 250, or are you waiting for a 400 cubic centimeters version? Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.